Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now in the last video I showed you the character creation and customization screen that comes with the new world, and I give you my thoughts on that. Well, in this video we're picking up right where that left off to show you the tutorial that comes with it. Now the tutorial is not very long, but it is pretty in-depth, and it shows you how to play the game and use the skills your character learns along the way very effectively. So after you type in your name, which is directly after your creation, you're going to get a little cutscene after you create the character. Now it will tell you that once you click yes, it is permanent, and you can't change the look of your character or the name. Now this little cutscene is really nice. I like how they've incorporated your actual character into the cutscene, and it kind of sets the tone for what's about to happen in the tutorial. So as you see, as the story goes, you've been washed over. There's a shipwreck, lots of shipwrecks, as you can tell. And it starts off with the basic WASD movement, which is standard for most PC games. Very simple, very straightforward, easy to figure out. And the look of the game is fantastic. Now this is not a cutscene. This is actual gameplay footage. They've enhanced it to show you. To draw your weapon, you hit the X, you block with the right mouse button, attack with the left mouse button, and to dodge roll, you hit space. And then you'll hold the left mouse button for a heavy attack. Now when you dodge roll, whichever direction in the WASD selection you have, when you hit the space bar, that's the direction you will roll. Now you have a short little story. He gives you a box, and that will come in later on in the game. You want to hold on to that and your sword. Once you read through this, and I'm hoping they do put voice acting in these scenes instead of reading it, because voice acting would make the immersion even that much deeper. So now it'll teach you about your inventory. Inventory is a little bit different than most games. Most games have inventory slots that you can fill up with 100, 200, whatever. And this one, it's a little bit different because it goes by weight of what you're carrying, not by how much you have. Now, it shows you how to put on equip a shield, and food. Now it'll teach you how to eat the food they give you. Again, this is not a long tutorial, but it is very informative and very helpful. So once you've eaten, you get your health back, and you're walking through this boat graveyard, and it shows you how to sprint, which comes in handy, and you can sprint pretty much forever as of now in this point in the game. This combat tutorial that you see that popped up on the left does not happen in the game. It doesn't. This is just so it helps you learn what you're trying to do, so you don't have to worry about that coming up every time. I do like the fighting sequences. The AI of the mobs is quite good. They aren't just to kind of run up and just stand there. You're going to have to watch out. They counter your moves. They interrupt your special attacks later on down the road. Overall, it's really, really good AI for combat. The combat flows quite well. And again, I just can't believe that this is a beta version and the game looks this good. I know it's supposed to look pretty good right in a beta because it's close to release, but still, they've done a fantastic job with the lighting, with the graphics. Everything looks good. Now, again, they're going to give you a few mobs to run through and use the skills that you've learned, blocking, light attack, to go through and just basically practice. Now, I do like this in this game where you can actually climb over walls or tents or whatever's in your way, buildings, logs. It's pretty nice to have. And the standard crouch, you hit C for crouch to get underneath low-hanging objects. Now this is a really cool feature. When you fight enemies with a shield, all you need to do is use the heavy attack to break their block, stuns them for a second, and allows you to hit and do damage even though they have the shield. You're knocking, but be careful, they can do it to you as well. So you got to watch out for that. Now, Trainee, there are no classes in this game. You are what you want to make your character to be, and I love that feature about this game. At this point in the tutorial, you only have a sword, so you can train in either one of two attacks, shield bash or an AoE. The shield bash stuns, the AoE does AoE damage to whirling blades. It's entirely up to your play style, however you wish to choose, but that gives you your first specialized attack. Your object of this tutorial is to get out of the boat graveyard past the enemies and get to the clearing where you're safe for the moment. And I just have to comment again how nice this game looks. They've just done a fantastic job with the textures, with the lighting. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it goes live and any improvements they make. But this is just a really, really beautiful looking game, and I'm impressed. I didn't think it was going to look this good, and I am not upset about the way it looks now. And that is the end of the tutorial. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you will be made aware of any new videos I come out with. I will be putting on the next video, which goes over the next 10 minutes or so of gameplay, which is an extended version of the tutorial, but not boring.